Hey guys, Abby Johnson here. I have to react to an article that I read that was so incredibly disgusting. I needed to come on here and talk to you guys about it. You might have seen it. It was an article that I saw on the Daily Wire. And the title of the article says, "Just like rape, lesbian couple sues fertility clinic for alleged embryo mix-up, says they wanted a girl but got a boy." Now, let me just say, this is just one of the many problems that I have with the commodification of children through artificial reproductive technology. But let's just sort of start out here with the many issues that we see in this article. So there were two women here, Robbie and Heather, and they decided that they wanted to have a child because, of course, when you are lesbians, that takes away your reproductive abilities, which is profoundly anti-life. So they decided that they wanted to have a child, and the only way they could do that is to go through in vitro. So they did that, and they went through a artificial reproductive technology facility, a fertility clinic, and an embryo was implanted into Heather's womb. They had originally said that they wanted a little girl, not a boy. But unfortunately for them, a boy was implanted. And this made Heather very, very upset. And the reason that it made them so upset, and this is just crazy, this is their quote. This is Heather's quote. "We didn't want to have a boy because of the assaults. She had been sexually assaulted. And so she said she didn't want to have a boy because of the assault she had gone through and because of the socialization of boys. There's constant socialization of what it means to be a real man. People say, oh, he's a boy, let him hit you. And all the camouflage and guns don't help. It reinforces masculinity, and that's a reminder of the assaults every time." So she says that the night that she found out that she was having a boy and not a girl, she was very upset. And she said she was laying in bed and it felt like she had been raped. Now, this is also one of the problems of the sort of the issues surrounding the watered down, the diluted language in our society. Now racism means nothing. Now apparently rape means nothing, because finding out that you're having a boy instead of a girl is not the equivalent of rape. And if you actually think that's the equivalent of rape, then you need to look at a dictionary, because that is not the equivalent of rape. It's not even close. It's not even in the same ballpark as rape. Okay. And it's really a slap in the face to women who have been raped to say, oh, me having a baby of a gender that I really didn't prefer is the same as being brutally victimized and sexually assaulted. It's not even close, and really, really offensive. So anyway, this woman goes on, once she finds out this is their child, it's just a gender that they didn't prefer. She says, I had no connection to the baby. And she says that, this is so crazy, she said that she started to experience extreme anxiety after the baby was born. She became suicidal because it was a boy and not a girl. She said, I would look at the baby and it would contort into the faces of all these grown men that I know. It was so creepy. Whenever that happened, I had to give the baby to Robbie. Now, this woman seriously needs counseling and not to have a baby. The solution to trauma, to helping a woman overcome trauma, is not to have a baby. And I am honestly concerned about the future of this little boy. And so Doug and I have decided that we would be more than happy to take this child into our own home, and we will fashion him in all the camouflage in the world and allow him to hunt whenever he would like, because, you know, masculinity.